Hey everyone, and welcome to this video. In today's video, as you can see, I've brought the whiteboard with me one more time, and that's because today I'm going to go through how you can sign your next 3 clients in the matter of a very short period of time if you just follow these 3 steps that I've brought with me today. So let's just get started, because when I started out in business, the first 3 months was without a doubt the most difficult months in the entire journey I've had. I struggled a lot to close clients, but I also struggled a lot to get clients on calls with me. But when I started following these 3 steps behind me, everything started to change pretty quickly, because I not only saw a big difference in the workflow that I had, but I also saw a big difference in the way that I signed clients, the quality of the clients that I sign, and also the lifetime value of the clients that I work with. They're a lot longer, and it's just a way better relationship because these 3 things are done the correct way. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can master these 3 steps and how you can implement them in your own business as well to hopefully see the same good results as I've been seeing and all of my students has been seeing. So let's just get started. So let's start off with removing the first paper here and showing you the first step. Because the first step to signing clients is finding leads. And when I say finding leads, is not just anyone, because we want to have the best of the best leads, but also the best of the best clients, so you are sure that you're going to have the best results for your clients and the best relationships with them as well. And if you're struggling to sign clients, it's not because you're reaching out to the wrong ones or you're on the wrong platform or whatever it might be. It's not because you're bad at sales either, but it's simply because you're talking to too few people. I see this so many times when people come to me or my students come to me and say, Felipe, I really struggle to get people on calls, I really struggle to sign clients. The main reason, it can be that you're bad at sales, of course, and you need to improve that, but your sales skills is not really important in the way that you're doing outreaches and reaching out to potential clients and finding leads. The most important thing in this step here when you're finding leads is reach out to as many people as possible. Reaching out is a numbers game, and I cannot say this enough. It's so important that you reach out to enough people so you have enough data of what works and what doesn't work. So if you're struggling with the outreach part, it's probably not because you're bad at sales, it's probably just because you're speaking to too few people. And now you might be thinking, well, Felipe, how do I find these leads? And it's a really good question, because the 3 best ways that I would recommend you to go out and find leads is through social platforms. So this means either Instagram, it could be Facebook, it could be LinkedIn, and it could even be email. So the way that you're going to reach out to these people is finding them on social platforms, finding the specific niche and the specific group of people that you really want to work with, and remember to find something that's actually interesting to you. So go out and find these people and make sure that it's someone that you actually really resonate with and you resonate with their business, because you have to be working with them for probably a bit of a longer period of time, so it's important that you enjoy the business that they do and that you also enjoy them as a person. So make sure to go out and find these leads on social platforms. My preferably one is Instagram. I prefer that one. You could also use LinkedIn, you can use email, it's completely up to you. But start with finding the leads. Should you actually want to reach out to, start finding that group of people that you would enjoy working with, and then find out which social platform is the prime one for that specific group of people and start searching for your leads on that platform. And remember, you only need one person to say yes to you in order for you to change your entire situation. Let's say you reach out to 100 leads, you have a reply rate of 10%, which is a very normal reply rate to have in this space. You get 10 replies, and out of those 10 replies, you probably book around 3 meetings. That means that you now have the chance to speak with those 3 people on a call and really be able to sell them a good offer. But that actually leads me to the next step here. So let's remove the next paper, because the second step is being good at selling yourself. Because once you've gotten these people on a call with you and you've gotten them to be interested in your service and you've built up some trust with them, build up the authority, so they now trust you in a way and trust that your advice is the right one because you've established a good and a real conversation with them over Instagram or over Facebook or over LinkedIn or wherever it might be. So the next step for you to go out and sign your next clients is to be able to sell yourself. And we touched briefly upon this in step 1, but this is actually one of the key components to building a successful and profitable business, because selling yourself is the most important thing in the world, no matter what you're doing. Everything you're doing comes down to sales. You sell yourself every single day when you're thinking about it. You literally sell yourself when you speak to friends, when you speak to family, when you speak to potential customers. You're selling yourself all the time. So this is one of the most important things to understand and to become really, really good at. And if you're right now struggling with sales, it's probably because you're doing it in a wrong way. Because sales isn't about convincing people to choose you. Sales is about finding the right people and giving them the right solution to their problems. This means that you need to position yourself as the person that can help them go from their current situation to their desired situation, and then you have to be that bridge in between their current and their desired state that they can just use to walk right over and get to where they actually want to be. When you're speaking with people, you need to make sure that you have their current state right here, you have their desired state, and you have to tear these things as far apart as you probably can. Because the further you push these things away from each other and the further you make the realization of them being in a current state and wanting to get to their desired situation as far as you can from each other, and as I said before, you position yourself as being that bridge that they can just walk right over to get to where they want to be. They can literally get their goal and you have the solution right in front of them, and the solution is you. And the reasons why a lot of people aren't closing clients on calls is because they're focusing on the wrong thing. And focusing on the wrong thing can ruin a really, really good sale and can ruin a really good relationship with a potential customer. Because if you're focusing too much on your product and your sale and you getting the money, you're gonna lose the sale guaranteed. But instead, if you focus around the clients and the potential customer's problem, and if you focus all your time and energy on finding a solution that can solve that problem, you're 9 out of 10 times going to have a sale, because why wouldn't they buy into you if the only thing you're concerned about and really, really want to solve is the client's problem? They're 100% going to say yes to you, because why shouldn't they? But if you're an ego salesperson that just sits and speaks about your own product, and that's the only thing you can talk about is how your product works, how your services are the best, how you're better than everyone else, you're never going to be able to close a client because you're focusing on the wrong thing. Sales is about you and the client sitting on the same side of the table, facing the problem, and you and the client has to work against that problem. You have to work together to find a solution to that problem. It's not you and your client sitting in front of each other and arguing on each side of the table. You and the client are on the same side of the table, needing to find a solution to the problem. That's how it works, and that's how you can become really good at sales. Because again, if you're focusing too much on yourself, guaranteed you will not be able to sign clients the way that you want to. It's going to slow down the process of you scaling your business, and you're leaving a lot of money on the table by doing this. My 3 best advice to becoming good at closing deals is ask the client everything you want to know. That's the only way that you can get all the information that you need. Second is listening to the client. Listen, listen, and listen. It's the most important thing to do, because you will have all the tools and all the things that you need in order for you to be able to close the deal if you just listen to the client. The client will give you all the things you need. They will give you all their problems, all their dreams, all the things they're struggling with, basically everything you need in order for you to be able to close the deal. But where many people go wrong is because they forget to listen, because they're too concentrated about themselves and their own product. So remember to listen. And the third and the last thing is to solve. After you have asked the client, you've listened to them, you then need to solve the problem by presenting your own solution. But make sure to position yourself as the solution to the problem, and make sure that your client knows that you're not here because you want to sell your product. You're here because you want to find a solution to your client's problem. And this leads me to the third and the last thing on the whiteboard, which is deliver. And the reason to why deliver is on the whiteboard is because too many people focus on getting new clients instead of keeping the ones they have. As soon as they've seen the invoice hit their bank account, they don't care about the client, they only care about delivering a mediocre product and not over delivering for the clients, so they'll make them stay and even maybe make them refer them to somebody else. Because yes, there is a lot of money in selling yourself to new people, of course there are, but there's actually even more money in over delivering to your clients and making sure that they are very, very happy, making sure that the client is always listened to, they always feel seen and heard, and they always feel like they're getting the best of the best product, and the money that they've invested in you is 100% worth it because they're getting more out of it than they invested into you. And that's the art of delivering a great product. I learned this when I started out in business and when I started my agency, because this was before I had any clients, and I became aware of this before I signed any clients, and that was the key to keeping my clients and the key to having happy and great clients that is going to refer you to other ones as well, is to under promise and over deliver. And that way you are always going to have clients that are happy with your service, because if you're under promising the value that you're going to deliver, and if you're then over delivering more than they even expected, how can they ever offload you? So make sure that you always have happy clients. You're doing everything you possibly can to keep them happy and to make sure that they're getting the service that they paid for, and they're also getting the value that they paid for. Make sure to always listen to your clients and always make sure that they're happy, because that's the most important thing. You don't have a business if you don't have happy clients, so make sure to remember that. It's more important than you think. And also make sure that when you get new clients on board, that you have a simple onboarding process that's going to be streamlined, simple, and direct when you get them in your agency. Because the worst thing is onboarding someone new and it's just chaotic the second that you let them in. So make sure to have a really simple, streamlined, and clear process of how you're going to onboard this client and going to work with them. Lay out the next 3 steps ahead and what's ahead for you guys in your client relationship, so they always know what's coming and they can always see the vision and the steps that you're moving, and they can always see the vision and the North Star that you are working towards. This could basically just be having a simple Notion document or Notion dashboard where you have all of the client's information gathered, and you also maybe have some information that you are going to deliver to the client once you're onboarding them. It can be as simple as that. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but if you just have a simple onboarding process that is going to make the client feel seen and heard the second they get onboarded into your agency, they're already getting more than they expected, and that's just a really good way to start out their relationship. And make sure to be honest and open. Have open and honest communication with your client, and make sure that you're always upfront and telling them the truth, being honest with them if there's deadlines that's getting pushed, and make sure to be honest with them when you're feedbacking them as well, because the reason why your clients are paying you is because they trust you and they listen to you and they want to hear your advice and your expertise as well. So make sure they're also giving them some feedback that they can actually use and actively implement when they're doing stuff, so they can become better and better and better, and that way you'll also end up having better results and a better relationship with them. And if I were to give you my 3 best advice for delivering great results for clients, is to get new clients, deliver great results, and focus on the retention and making sure that they're staying, because you are under promising, over delivering, and they're getting more out of it than they're paying you. This was everything I had for this video, and I promise you, if you master these 3 steps and these 3 things in your business, you are going to sign your next 3 clients in the matter of a very short period of time. And if you really master them and become really good at them, you will never struggle again to sign clients ever in your business. So if you're sitting right now and thinking that this video was really nice and really helpful, but you're still a bit unsure about how to actually implement these things, how to do it, and also how to see results with it, and you want a bit more personal help to implement these things and making sure that they're getting implemented in the right way and actually scaling your business to good numbers, and make sure to send me a message on Instagram if you want a bit more personalized help with implementing these things, and then I'll be more than happy to have a chat with you and to see if I can help you reach those things. And if you have any last questions, then also feel free to either leave it in the comments or send me a message on Instagram. Then I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope that you can take some good key takeaways away from it. And then I just wish you the best of luck implementing these 3 things, and then I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Take care until bye.